Hi everyone, how's it going? So I have so many movies that I have yet to open. In fact, more than what I have right here. But I thought let opening movies, talking movies. Part 2. I think this is part 2. This is absolutely part 2. There's just so much going on currently. I was actually kind of getting in the swing of things. I mean, I say that, but I've only made like a couple like movie review videos on here. But like I'm talking new movies, how I just talked about Talk to Me. But as there is a strike going on currently, I mean the WGA and the SAG-AFTRA strike, we are in fact not doing that. I'm on the right side here. I'm on the only side that you should be on. Just trying to do whatever I can to support the writers and the actors who are on strike right now. So let's talk physical media. That's what we do. Okay. Also, hey, we are also playing the Slim Whitman Essentials album in the background. Okay. When my life is through and the angels asked me. I always try with these Criterion editions to rip off this sometimes, because I actually like to I have a lot of Criterion movies that aren't even opened yet, but I like to leave them. But sometimes when I want to take a picture, I don't want the price tag there, because I know it's like I always buy them when they are on sale, but when people see that it says $40 there, I always get a comment that's like, that is actually crazy that you would spend that much money. Which it's like, I know, but to then clarify, why am I even ripping this off actually? I just wanted to see, and there's like hardware to it. You look at the back of the Criterion sticker and there's hardware to it. There's like a nano chip. There's like a patented nano chip technology in the Barnes & Noble sticker, guys. I don't know if you knew that, but you can rip it off and you can do some experiments on it if you want. Hello, action. And the angels asked me to recall the thrill of them all. Then I will tell them I remember you. Chilly Scenes of Winter, Joan Micklin Silver's 1979 dramedy. Rom-com, not quite. Unconventional rom-com of sorts. You know, I'm predicting right here, right now. I mean, I already did on a TikTok video, but Crossing Delancey, Criterion Collection Edition, why not? I believe Crossing Delancey doesn't even have a Blu-ray release. I love that movie so much. Oh god, I love that movie. The dum dum da da dum da 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 dum dum. Come softly, darling. So we've ripped open. There's some people that actually like to save these. Okay, there's people that actually, I've seen people put these in a booklet. But I think it's mainly the ones that say like director approved and it has like a little signature on it. I think those are the ones that people like to save. I've never saved these stickers. See, I'm ripping it off right now, but it's too late for me. If that's something I wanted to do, I would have had to have done it a long time ago. And also, I'm not judging that at all. I think that's cool to have a book of those, the ones with the signatures on them. I was going to say in my head, because then you can keep count there. That's how many Criterion editions I have. But then it's like, well, you can just look at the box, correct? Let's see. Let's look at the inside of these. So here we've got this. Here's the interior. Oh, shit. We've totally screwed it. I was not recording on this microphone. Now we are, though. Damn, guys. Dang. That sucked. It's okay. Moving on. We're breaking the seal on Cooley High from 1975. This movie absolutely rocks. I watched it. You know how YouTube sometimes they've been doing this thing where not movies uploaded to YouTube by someone, but YouTube has their own. You can rent movies on there, and they do free movies a lot. You gotta search for a movie, and it will be free for like a limited time. But I watched this on YouTube, and oh my god, I loved it so much. It was like an equivalent to, very comparable to something like American Graffiti, and musically charged movies, coming of age movies especially, are like one of my favorite subgenres. So American Graffiti, all of those Floyd Mutrux movies like Dusty and Sweets McGee, Aloha, Bobby and Rose. Or not even just coming of age, but just musically charged. I don't know why I'm ripping this off. I'm not saving that sticker. But this one is director approved by, who directed this? Michael Schultz. This one takes place in Chicago in 1964, and it is Motown hits that are that are taking us through this story. An endearing, funny, tender, and authentic portrait of black teens striving toward a brighter future, brought to life by a dynamic ensemble cast and set to a heavenly hit parade of Motown classics. This one's really good, and I highly recommend it. Let's take a look at what the inside looks like. So this is what we got disc-wise. And this is one of the newer releases, too. We're on spine number... We're over 1,100 at this point. This one's 1,165. One of the, this one came in the last couple months, I want to say. Of all the queens that ever lived, I choose you. Yes, I choose you to rule me, my Rosemary. This is from Kino Lorber, The White Buffalo, and this is actually a re-release. There was a standard Blu-ray of this, and I think this is an updated, I think it's, brand new HD master from a 2K scan of the 35mm interpositive. Now, I've never seen this movie, but I have seen, like, these scenes of this buffalo, this white buffalo, like, charging, and it's very frightening. It's like this, it's a fake buffalo, but the way it looks, it's got, like, scary eyes, and it's big, and it just is frightening. And I know that doesn't make up, like, a lot of this movie, but still, that image alone, like, really drew me in. So the Kino Lorber presentation, I've grown to really love. I didn't used to, because it was always just kind of plain, and the spine was just that. They're all very similar in spine. They're all the same in spine. Oh, this one has a reversible slipcover, which I will reverse. So the slipcover and the front already are the same. But what you can do is, what I always love about having a slipcover is usually, you know, you can flip the inside, and then you can have two separate ones. Right? You still have this one from here, but then you have a different one on here. So let's go ahead and see what it looks like. Oh, yeah. This is cool. This is like original poster art material. See, very frightening looking buffalo. White buffalo. And what's the deal here even? They called him Wild Bill Hickok. It's Charles Bronson featured. The Prince of Pistoliers, a frontier adventurer and killer of men. Now in his last years, he's an old gunfighter plagued by fears and driven by a need to make peace with himself. The white buffalo is his constant nightmare. He must find the fabled beast and destroy it before it destroys him. I thought for some reason that, like, this white buffalo had killed his whole family or something, and he was, like, on a path of vengeance, but I guess that's not what's happening. So the white buffalo is like a mythical creature, I think. Also from Kino Lorber, Will Penny. The draw here was Donald Pleasance because I love him so much. Shrink-wrapped, that's the thing too. There is a shrink-wrapped factor to the Kino Lorber slip cases that sometimes, like, kind of, they curl in the sides. I'm actually not someone who's super, like, I don't get annoyed by, like, a little dent or something in, like, a hard box or slipcover. I'm just kind of not that way. When you get a Kino Lorber slipcover, it does that. It has that effect where it kind of bends in the sides. But, yeah, it's just an observation that I'm making. So here, same kind of deal. You get this, and let's see what the reverse cover is, if there is. I don't think there always is. But I think when you get a... No, you see, there's not. You see, there's not. I think maybe perhaps because this was just the poster that was available. So in this case... we're not getting a reversible slip cover, and we're going to be completely fine with that. I am fine with that. The tagline states, it's Charlton Heston as the main role. This tagline states, he was a peaceful man, but he could kill. He was a hard man, but he could smile. He was a shy man, but he could love. This I got at Barnes & Noble when I was picking up some Criterion sale editions. It is from... Classic Flicks, which is this label right here. This is the first thing I have from them, but I follow on Twitter, and they put out, Must I Say? This one is from the silver... Why am I tearing that off? I wanted to see the mechanics, the robotic mechanics of this sticker one last time. Now I'm actually wondering, this is probably the metal robotics of the Barnes & Noble sticker. That's probably actually setting an alarm off if you were to try to walk out with it. So let's go ahead and peel this open. I noticed it's like, in that other video I made doing this, I didn't actually show myself opening. And I find I get a lot of satisfaction from that. And I thought maybe others do too, so I should be showing it. So let's maybe make sure we do that, please. Now this one I heard Quentin Tarantino talk about on the on a podcast. I'm not sure which one. I think he was on like the Pure Cinema podcast or something. A screwball comedy with few rival. Wait. A screwball comedy with few rivals. Hi Diddle Diddle. That's the name of this, from 1943. And all its madcap glory makes its Blu-ray debut from Classic Flicks. 73 minutes long. And I just heard that it brought the damn house down. I mean, that's what Quentin Tarantino said, it like a surprise screening. So yet to watch this one. This one is Silver Series number 27 from Classic Flicks, which I might have to dive into. Yeah, see, this wasn't on sale at Barnes & Noble, so when it came to the price tag and taking a picture of it and having people react and say, what, you paid that much? I didn't really have an excuse to say, oh, there was a Barnes & Noble 50% off sale, because, baby, this isn't a Criterion edition. Okay? The Birds 2, Land's End, a beautiful little lighthouse. See, these are the things, I've had these for quite a while now and I haven't watched them. I was thinking I'd watch this during Halloween time, but then I also have this thing where I love making Halloween-y content, movie recommendations during Halloween time. And it's like, yeah, I do want to wait and build a list and watch things for the first time, but at the same time, I want to watch them beforehand so that I can recommend them during. Oh, we're opening on cam. Okay. We're simply opening on cam. There's these observations to make when it comes to unwrapping physical media, where you know how sometimes the spine, it sticks in this really weird way. The Vinegar Syndrome movies don't do that, but you know what I mean. A Mill Creek, Richard Pryor double feature that did that in a major way, but I kind of like that. It's kind of fun to really try to work it all off of there. Ooh. So let's see what the reverse cover is for this, if there is. There is. And it's the one that's on Letterboxd that looks like real bad. Like a sci-fi original movie, which I think this was. Or if not Sci-Fi Channel, it was a made-for-TV movie. So let's flip it. And let me live again. Yeah, okay, so here's the reverse cover. You know what I mean? I'm, like, really excited about this movie, actually. It's from 1994. Moving on. Saturday Night at the Baths, coming from Altered Innocence. I think this is actually my first Altered Innocence Blu-ray. I've watched some online, but I think this is the first that I have. Ooh, breaking things, actually. They put out Arrebato, which I thought was awesome, which I wanted to buy. It was one of those, you know how you want something, and the slipcover, you can see it decreasing very swiftly, but then you just, like, don't act on it for some reason. You think, why aren't I acting on this right now? And there's not really an answer that I can give myself. I guess I'm just speaking for myself here. Hello? What I like to try to do is go like this. If you go like this right here, sometimes you can really get in. It breaks open right there. It becomes hot to the touch. You're actually heating up the plastic. It doesn't always work, though, and in this case, it's actually not working. So what we're noticing is, as I've said, there's a couple different, yeah, you can usually always count on this up here to peel off. Oh, but it didn't give way to, oh yes, it did. So I have a couple more movies coming from, there was like that whole sale that just happened. What was it? Was it the halfway to Black Friday sale on Vinegar Syndrome? I think it was. OCN distribution. I got a bunch of, like, the things were like $13, and I got like 5 movies or something. More from Saturn's Core Audio Visual, which I've been loving. I watched Red Spirit Lake a couple nights ago, and it was crazy. Okay. So let's go ahead and, oh wait, this one actually doesn't appear to flip. It's just one of those situations where it's a picture on the other side, which is actually totally cool because this is already a different image than what we're receiving on the slip cover. So let's place that away. A new old play. This one coming from Connie Releasing. My first from them too. Yeah, with them also I've watched online, but have not bought any. But I've heard good things about this one. Take me back into your arms and let me live again. Let's go ahead and flip this. This one doesn't flip. It's another picture situation. We've got a little booklet in. Oh, that's interesting. What is that? Here's the disc. I'm failing to understand what it is I'm looking at. Take me back into your arms and let me live again. Fanny Hill, and also The Phantom Gunslinger. Let's rip into it. I'll take you home again, Kathleen. I like this. This is what the other side of this is, and I like this better. And then lastly, let's go ahead and open Hung Jury. I actually have 2 more movies coming from Saturn's Core. And I can't say enough good things about Saturn's Core. I just love... I think they're my favorite label on OCN distribution label, partner label on Vinegar Syndrome. They just put so many special features in, and I also just have been loving these shot-on-video movies. It put me in such a weird headspace. They're very frightening. Red Spirit Lake that I watched gave... Oh my god, is there a spider on me? No, I swear to god, is there a spider on me? There has to be a spider on me, because I know I felt that. Roll back the tape, please. But it's just so, you know, in the way that Inland Empire scares me. But it's even, like, scarier because these aren't actors in these movies that we know. So it almost puts it in, like, who are these people? They're very frightening, and, like, where'd they come from? You know what I mean? And also the acting is, like, not good most of the time, but it, like, it really adds to it for me. Like they're not giving enough emotion. It's always like that. Like they're not projecting enough or something. They're either not giving enough or they're going like way overboard kind of thing. And it's never like at the appropriate time. So here is Hung Jury. Let's go ahead and open it up. This is like frightening, like serial killer material here. Like look at these pictures. No idea what this one is about even. Oh wait, actually I think I had read the back of this one and it was not what I expected. People go to like a murder mystery thing or something. And there's an attack. They're really scary. Anyways, that's what I've got right now for an opening movie session. And thank you guys for watching once again. And once again, I'm on TikTok posting twice a day if you guys wanted to check that out. The link to that is in the description.